especially proud of the decor, and I hope it helps you all become more productive in our task of taking over. Any available psychos, killers, maimers, and murderers that are not yet in the old mansion? Hurry up.
Take patient interview 20. Joker is more interesting than I originally believed. When Project Titan is operational, I believe Joker will be the perfect test subject. Good afternoon. Today I thought I'd skip back to our previous conversations about your family.
Of course. I was born in a small fishing village. I always wanted to join the circus, but my father wouldn't really let me.
I don't believe you.
My father was a cop. 1 week from retirement when the mob...
I've seen the movie. What are you scared of?
Scared?
Yes, scared. There's obviously something. Something that made you what you are.
What if I'm too scared to remember? It hurts too much.
Then I can help you.
So, just gonna brush over some things before I get into this video. I finished the MCU. I watched all of those movies except for the Hulk, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Spider-Man Far From Home. Did not watch those. Not because I don't like them, but because they are not on Disney Plus, and everything else was. So, also, at the time of this recording, Black Widow has not come out yet. And it doesn't seem like it's going to be going to Disney Plus like Mulan. But it will go to Disney Plus eventually. Hold on, jeez. Yeah, so Hulk, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Spider-Man Far From Home are not on Disney Plus. Black Widow doesn't seem like it's going to be. And, I mean, it will eventually, obviously, but, you know. And none of the TV shows have come out. I'm already kind of bored because I just finished Endgame, now there's nothing else to watch. So I guess I'll go back and watch Daredevil. I already started doing that again anyways, but I took a break from it, so. Daredevil's really good, don't get me wrong. But I've already seen it. I haven't seen any of Season 3, so when I get there, I'll be, you know, happy again, but... and it's not boring when I'm watching it or anything, it's just I'm not excited about watching it because I already did it. Twice. So, yeah. But, yeah. None of the Disney Plus shows are out, none of, you know, anything. So, I watched everything in chronological-ish order. It all started getting kind of messy during Phase 3. So I'll be doing my Phase 2 review pretty soon. And, yeah. So. And then also, none of you guys have watched my Marvel What If video. And none of you guys have commented, obviously, because you didn't watch it. I don't know what the problem could be for sure. But it seems like one big problem is that I haven't edited it together, and I haven't uploaded it. So there's that. But yeah, so they're super excited for the Disney Plus shows. Super excited for What If. But it looks like they're gonna have zombies in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. That would be awesome. This Mad Bomb or Virus X thing, I think is what it's called. Don't know what that is, but I was watching the Comic Book Cast 2 video, so, you know. That looks really cool. Zombies. I mean, hopefully they're actual zombies. The video said that they wouldn't be zombies. But I mean, there better be some fucking zombies. Ooh. Woo. But yeah. Final thing I want to discuss before getting into the video. What kind of videos do you guys want subjects on? I'm always looking for ideas. So, again, shoot in the comments. In the meantime, let's talk about the Batman. So super excited for this movie. Only problem is it's scheduled for my little brother's birthday. So, it's his birthday next year. So, it's going to be a little while. And I probably won't have time to watch it. Date opening night, which is fine. I don't really care about opening night, just as long as people don't fucking ruin it for me. The Riddler was the Joker the whole time?
No
Bum,
kidding.
bum.
Batman's got some work to do.
But, yeah.
Even during Batman's brief
On that note, some people are going batshit insane, saying that, like,
and the public opinion on
the Riddler in
Bruce
this
Wayne.
movie is actually just the Joker.
Well, it certainly hasn't gotten
Firstly,
any better. I don't care about public
no.
opinion, and neither should you, Al.
There's no
I
evidence
could
to
agree with
this.
you, but the more people
They're just
call
saying,
out
oh, well,
for
we
you
don't
to
see his
receive
face.
justice, the harder your
That means nothing.
become.
I mean, if we didn't see Batman's face in the trailer or, like, the front of the suit whatsoever, would people have just said Batman's the Joker confirmed?
What do you want?
No, no one would have said
The
that.
streets of Gotham are a dangerous
So-
place for someone like you right now.
I think
You'll figure that out eventually.
it's like the beginning
Easier for you
of the
I was doing
John Diggle is John Stewart theory, which turned out to be right
well, that can be
after the
arranged.
fact.
Maybe you haven't heard.
Because here are the three things that they said about this theory, or that formed the theory.
I needed to
It's
show them
loose
my resolve
evidence,
hasn't weakened,
and
that Gotham is still strong. So I can
really it
live
could
in
mean
it.
anything. His first name is John, alright, that's a pretty common name. His last name, or
The last thing I need is
his,
you
he's got
traipsing around
military experience.
How about we just agree to go
And
our separate ways?
the third
all
thing
right?
was that he was black, and I'm
think you can
not
just walk away
even
from
joking.
me?
That was
Just
it.
like that after
So-
everything you've done?
I think David Ramsey or whoever was in charge was like, that's kind of cool, let's see if we can do that.
You can
And then they
spare me
started
or
making the
will of
connections after the
people,
fact.
Harvey. I know this is personal.
But Diggle was never meant to be
You
John
knew
Stewart,
I was interested in Selina.
so
What you did was a low blow, Bruce.
no.
A real man wouldn't have done that.
That isn't how I wanted things to go.
Now,
together, Harvey. If
I'm
I'm
actually
really
gonna
sorry
put-
they did, but that is no
I'm actually going
excuse
to
for this
apply some evidence to the
ridiculous crusade
Joker's
against me.
Riddler theory.
I don't need an
That
excuse.
isn't just
You're a
we haven't
criminal.
seen his face.
I'm coming for you.
Damn it, I had it just a second ago. I should really write this shit
done
down
talking.
before making a video. Two things I got here. Two things. And I can't remember the first one. But the second
What's
one,
going on here?
Batman Arkham Origins. Joker kills Roman Sionis and then becomes the Black Mask and then takes off the mask and is like, ha, you thought it was Black Mask, but it was me,
well.
Dio.
Bruce Wayne, you really must have done something that pissed
So there's
the
that.
mayor off so much.
But also Roman Sionis
Maybe I'll get
is
a
still
bonus
alive
on
in
this.
Arkham City and
Open
Arkham
the
Knight.
trunk. We're searching the car.
What the
If we find anything
what the
tying you to the
fuck?
children of Arkham,
What the
including
fuck the
drugs,
fuck?
weapons, or any other suspicious
So,
materials, you will be taken into custody.
Yeah, the
You know my goddamn rights, and you better have a warrant to back that up.
Don't need one. Mayor Dent gave his enforcers full search and seizure rights.
Come on, what's the damn hold up?
Get back to your car.
so the other thing I guess
Should have known.
this is what I didn't forget. It just it didn't make as as soon as it was coming out of my mouth, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Showing your face in public like this?
Joker has something to prove to Batman.
And I would take advantage of that while both your
The
kneecaps
Riddler
are still
is trying to
attached
prove
correctly.
something to Batman.
Someone
The
else
Riddler
heard that, right?
doesn't generally
This is
have
like
something to
threatening me.
prove.
Yeah, I feel
Aside from I'm smarter than you. And this is something
They should
else.
lock you up.
Alfred, I'm
But there
sorry.
was something else. I thought that was something
You'll be
else. I
fine.
thought there was something
We
else.
just need to get out of this mess.
Nowhere to run, dirtbag.
Well, either way,
Won't be a warning shot.
just gonna disprove a bunch of
The way I
theories
see
here.
it, there are two ways we can do
Riddler
this.
is not
Bruce
Joker.
Wayne. Either I let these people
There are
out,
not
so
two
you
Bat
have
no,
mob
blah, blah, blah.
justice.
There are not two
Could make a little
Batmobiles.
donation to me and my boys to
One of
help
them
us
is a
stay
stunt
well-funded.
Batmobile. Okay, I gotta go get some more water.
What do you say?
And
They've got us blocked in. I can't back up.
so
This is turning ugly, sir.
I know this is a little bit
The mayor's gonna
abrupt,
hear
but we're
about
cutting
this.
away from that
They
topic
can
and we're
make
going
it
into.
happen.
So,
He's the problem, not us.
Robert Pattinson refused advice for from Christopher Nolan on getting into the Batman movie. People are looking at this as a bad thing. Like, any chance anyone gets to hate on Robert Pattinson in this role, people do. I don't know why people are opposed to literally anyone becoming Batman. I wait, and if he fucking ruins the character, then I complain. I don't just fucking go out of my way to fucking hate on whoever's playing Batman, because I haven't fucking seen the movie, and the trailer looks amazing. But, I mean, I hate on George Clooney, you know, being the character. George Clooney, probably a great guy. I'm not, like, fucking trying to disrespect the man. I'm just saying he's not my Batman, and that movie was garbage.
What do you mean you're leaving?
And then there are people who like that movie and then hate Robert Pattinson. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't normally call anyone out, but gotta draw the line somewhere, am I right?
I was supposed to be
So-
here laying low. Does this look like laying low to you?
You don't
Then,
need to worry about Harvey. I'll protect you from him.
Don't write checks you can't cash.
You know, he refused advice from Chris Nolan, and
Harvey
That's
catching
just
you in
not-
my apartment drove him completely around the bend.
that doesn't
You're
mean
saying you think
anything.
his
Either he
breakdown
was
is
confident, or he wasn't confident.
Yeah?
That's all that means.
Don't get me wrong, Bruce.
And clearly he was
Then that
confident.
was a lot of fun.
So,
Not worth dying for.
you know, he got the role, so it doesn't even matter at this
It's
point.
dangerous. You understand, don't you?
Fine. Then I won't
mean-
stop you. Just go.
What the fuck?
Bruce, don't make this harder than it needs to be. We're both grown-ups.
Everyone hated on, I mean, Adam West didn't get any shit because he's Adam West, he was the first guy. But,
So where are you gonna go?
We got some other
well, he
business
wasn't
I need
really
to
the
take
first
care
guy
of.
because there was
Whatever,
also
dude.
someone before him in like
Look
in
at
like the
yourself,
50s.
Bruce.
But,
You're in no shape to take on Harvey. Or the children of Arkham, for that matter. Of course.
but, Michael Keaton
Let's
got
get
shit,
on.
which is weird to me. Ben Affleck got a lot of shit.
See you around.
I've actually,
Good luck.
Ben Affleck and Robert Pattinson seem to have gotten the worst of it, though. My dad detests both those choices for the character. But at the same time, he hated Jared Leto's Joker, like most people. But now he's warmed up to him and he actually likes the character. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I was optimistic before the movie came out. Everyone was like, "This looks stupid," and I was like, "Yeah, maybe it'll work out." For me, it didn't. I did not like it. You can keep everything the same, but maybe if the character has more screen time, it'll grow on me. Otherwise, yeah, I can't imagine actually liking this guy because he was in there for like 5 minutes and he looked and acted nothing like my Joker. My idea of Joker, anyways. I'm not saying you gotta be 1-to-1 from comics to movies. But if we gave Joker black hair and regular skin, would Jared Leto's Joker look anything like the Joker? The only thing that makes him look at all similar is the white skin and green hair. I mean, fuck. You could, with black hair and white skin, put him in the most comic book accurate outfit for the character. The classic one with the purple jacket, the yellow shirt, or the orange shirt, the, what was it, green flower on the, you know. Fuck, you could have neon lights on his chest that say the Joker, and everyone would fucking be like, yo, who's that? Who is that man over there? Like, so Jared Leto just doesn't look like the Joker, but then you have Robert Pattinson, who looks like the, he looks exactly like Batman from, the more recent comics. Whereas, Ben Affleck looked exactly, to me anyways, like the Batman featured in the book, Batman Endgame, where Joker, like, mind controlled all of the Justice League and shit. The different art styles, you know, brought point blank. So it really doesn't matter to some people. They're just gonna bitch about it until the movie comes out and they're like, yeah, you know what, that was pretty good. It's like, I don't know what people are so repulsed by whenever they look at this. Like, what? Everyone always hates the new Batman, and I don't get it. My dad was like, oh, well, Ben Affleck is Batman, that's whatever. But then my, Zach's nurse was like, Ben Affleck's being Batman, this is fucking bullshit. And then, you know, with Robert Pattinson, everyone is just like, oh, this is fucking bullshit, and flipping tables and shit. They like, it's like that scene from Arrow when Oliver Queen watches the news. So he's like, Count Vertigo is basically a vegetable, and then the news comes on, and it's like, Count Vertigo has just escaped, or the man formerly known as Count Vertigo has just escaped the, mental health clinic or whatever. And then Diggle's like, thought you said the man was a vegetable. And then Oliver, he just has like this blank expression, and then he just fucking flips the table. Like, someone do a, there was a meme for a while, like, in Young Justice that was similar. Nightwing is, he's, sitting on this table looking at one of his, bird-a-rings, and, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I guess something pissed him off, and he broke the bird-a-ring, on the TV, and so he's like fiddling, so the meme, he's fiddling around with it, and then he looks at the TV and it plays the Teen Titans Go intro, and he breaks the bird-a-ring. So someone just do something like that where Oliver, it's that scene, but instead of the Count Vertigo thing, it's just like, in breaking news, Robert Pattinson is now the Batman, and that's basically the entire fan base right there, is just flipping the fucking table. And I don't get it. I do not get it. Like, Robert Pattinson could straight up be the best fucking Batman, but everyone's still gonna hate it at first, and I don't get it. It could be straight up perfection, which it probably won't be, but it could be. My favorite Batman is still Ben Affleck, so, you know, whatever. But, you know, it's too bad Ben Affleck hasn't really been in that many good Batman movies. I really liked him in BVS, but I thought Justice League was alright. I really like Justice League because I like seeing how the characters interact, but as a movie, well, it plain fucking sucks. So, you know, hopefully the Flash movie's good, and hopefully, Ben Affleck decides to stick around for a little longer in the DCEU. Oh, I really liked him in Suicide Squad. I liked Suicide Squad. I thought the editing and the direction was kind of shitty, but the movie itself was okay. Okay. The movie itself was good. And yeah, he was in that for a little while, but we still haven't truly gotten Batman versus Joker, and that needs to change in the DCEU. Call up Jared Leto, call up Ben Affleck, get them to come back for like a standalone Batman movie. And fuck it, I should probably say like, don't make Joker the villain, as I don't want him to be the villain of the Robert Pattinson movie. I want that to be Riddler. But fuck it, make Joker the main villain. See if I care. Actually, I don't know why I'm saying it like that, because that's exactly what I want them to do. The fuck is wrong with my mouth and my brain? So, yeah, please make Joker the main villain. Yeah, anyways, back on topic. I'm super happy that it seems like the Riddler is going to be the main villain of the Batman movie. Judging by the final line in the trailer, or the final, like, little dialogue in the trailer is, like, the Riddler saying, "You're part of this," and, or "You're part of this too," and Bruce says, "How am I part of this?" And Riddler responds with, "You'll see." That got me hyped. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? So I have two fucking theories. Two fucking theories. One, this is all a game to the Riddler. The Riddler is our John Doe, because some people have said that this movie is taking inspiration from Seven and Zodiac. Some people behind the scenes have said stuff like that. And Matt Pat on Film Theory and Game Theory has said that. So, now Food Theory. So, I've never watched those movies, but I've looked up reviews, I've figured out what I'm dealing with. There was actually a theory that Seven was actually in the Dark Knight's universe, or multiverse, or something like that. So, I've looked into it before this moment, so still never seen the movie, but I want to. But like John Doe's game in the movie is modeling his crimes after the 7 deadly sins, trying to prove an example that these sins are being committed every day in the streets, and that everyone turns a blind eye because it's common. That's actually more so a rough quote of the character in the movie. So, Riddler is our John Doe, and these 7 villains are part of this game. It's not the 7 deadly sins, or it's not murder victims or anything. But these 7 people he's sort of pulling the strings behind. Seems like he's manipulating Batman, and, well, he's the Riddler, so he can manipulate pretty much anyone else he wants. I mean, think about it. If Lex Luthor just kidnapped Martha Kent in BVS and was like, well, because I'm pulling Superman's strings now, then the fucking Riddler can come in and be like, I just have to make you think that I have your mom, and you're mine. Motherfucker, what did I just step on?
Destroyed by Joker in the safe explosion. Harley Quinn has the warden, and he's the only chance we have to get past these gates.
Ow, but I guess the world will never know. Fucking paintbrush or something. So, I've looked into 7, and, where was I? Fuck. The Riddler can totally manipulate whoever the fuck he wants. So I just want to know how... So that's one theory, is that the Riddler is manipulating Batman, and that's why he's part of this. The other theory, because that theory involves the Court of Owls. Go watch the Film Theory video. That does a better job of explaining it. This is my theory. I have not seen this anywhere else, but it's possible. I don't know about the comics, because I don't read enough of them, honestly. But in Batman the Telltale series, I always forget who's the one who... Well, I know who pulled the trigger, but who hired the guy to... Okay, so Mayor Hill, Falcone, and Thomas Wayne basically fucking ran Gotham, right? So you have... You know, Martha, I'm sure she aided them at some point. She doesn't seem entirely innocent. But Hamilton Hill, Falcone, and Thomas Wayne ran shit. And they each had their own designated roles, but they were more or less just masterminds. More like a proto Court of Owls, right? It's just the three people instead of like the fucking millions. And so Thomas... Thomas was assassinated by Joe Chill when Thomas and Falcone had hired Chill to assassinate other people. So obviously Falcone, when Bruce finds all this stuff out, except he doesn't. He doesn't know at the time that Thomas was part of this. But Hill had hired Chill to kill Thomas Wayne. Bruce thought it was Falcone. Now, in this Batman universe, we remove Hill from the picture, and we put Riddler in his place. Then you have the idea that Riddler, Thomas Wayne, and Falcone would be the trio, the Trinity, and they'd be pulling the strings. So obviously you then have maybe Thomas did something they didn't like, and Riddler is like, alright, well, you know what to do, Chill. There we have that. Or maybe Riddler killed the Waynes, however they decided to go about this movie. Who killed them doesn't really matter, because I'm pointing that either Falcone or Riddler hired someone to pull the trigger, or they pulled the trigger themselves. Now, with that hypothesis, one could also say there are a bunch of ways this could go, because we don't really know any details about the situation at all. So that's one way. The second is that Falcone and Thomas betrayed Riddler. So Riddler wants revenge on Bruce. The third option, and this is my favorite, is that Riddler and Thomas were innocent at first, and they fought against the Court of Owls with so that we're putting the Court of Owls back into this theory, okay? And so Riddler he always did things more violently. He was sort of the gun, and Thomas pointed him in the right direction. And they were the good guys. But maybe the Court of Owls, you know, gunned them down one by one and slowly took over. The other thing is maybe the Riddler is working with the Court of Owls. Or Thomas Wayne was a member of the Court of Owls. See, there's so many, like, we're even assuming the Court of Owls are a thing. MatPat mentioned that Riddler took the... Riddler looked like a discount Talon. So, you know, he was molded into being a Talon and whatever. Now, I hope that's what's going on, because I want to see the movies tackle some new stuff, because we haven't seen Riddler be the main villain of a movie. We haven't seen the Court of Owls ever in a movie. So here's what I'm thinking. Movie 1 focuses on Batman versus the Court of Owls and the Riddler. Movie 2 focuses on Robin. Actually, you know what? Movie 2 has a time skip. We have flashbacks of Robin, and we see Nightwing. And then the big bad is, the Joker. And then you have Jason Todd being Robin. Joker would be the main villain, but also Robin would not get killed by Joker. You don't want this movie to be too predictable. Maybe Jason just becomes Red Hood naturally, or he never does. And then movie 3 focuses on the main villain being, so you got Mr. Freeze, you got, if they keep Riddler alive, the Riddler, and if you keep Joker alive, you got the Joker, and then, you got some other villains in the mix, like Talia al Ghul, Nissa al Ghul, fucking Bane,
I don't think so.
Killer Croc, shit like that. The ventriloquist would be fucking cool. Maybe the ventriloquist has fucking mind control powers. So instead of having Scarface, he just like a puppet called Scarface, he just actually fucking mind controls a guy called Scarface because he really liked that fucking movie. I can't remember what that movie was called. Was it called Scarface? That'd be embarrassing. Hold on. Fuck, it was called Scarface. So he just really liked that movie. So he just has a guy that looks like that guy, and he Tommy gun. That kind of shit. So, But, this is how I would do it. But also the main villain of movie 3, would be the Batman Who Laughs. Also, that's just assuming the movie is, that universe is strictly Batman. If that movie, or if that universe has other characters, then you just have the entire movie just be Dark Knight's Metal, and you get rid of all those other guys, and then you have like a Justice League team up at the end. But whatever. I'm not in charge of these movies, obviously. I'd probably do a shit job, but at least I have the right ideas, I think. So. But yeah, anyways, my theory, this has been too much rambling, admittedly. My theory is Riddler, Thomas Wayne, and Carmine Falcone or something like that, they ran Gotham. And they probably either betrayed Thomas or Thomas betrayed them. So since I have to pick one, they betrayed Thomas. There we go. Boom, shakalaka.